All right, so here's exactly how I was able to get my first 1K client for my social media marketing agency from my college dorm room. I'm actually downstairs. I'm not in the dorm right now. I'm just downstairs. I'm in the dorm building, but not in the room. But I want to share how I was able to get my first client because I feel like that's honestly the hardest part. And I remember being in my room at home, because I'm a freshman at BU. So I remember being in my room at home thinking, frick, man, I just want to make money. I just want to make money. How can I do it? How can I do it? And I'm not acting like I've made a lot of money, bro. It's $1,000 and I already split it with a business partner, a team member. So let me just share how I was able to do it so you can try to make some money from your college dorm room or try to make some money through social media. So I'll just give you a quick backstory of how I was able to get this client. So I've been doing video interviews for like a year and a half. I've gotten 16 video interviews to this point, but my goal is to keep going with them. But the reason I do video interviews is, one, I like talking to business owners and I like learning. Like I do it for free, so I generally just like to learn. But another reason that's kind of that I've noticed from doing them is that people need help with social media. They need help with their marketing. And since we usually do a good job when we're filming the videos with them and we're doing the interview, then I'll cut it up, make it look super nice. A lot of them realize that we know what we're doing, and that I've done this for a while when I had my soccer cleat business, and they ask, oh, do you do this? And I think that online you see, like, everyone says you need to be doing hella outbound, and that is true. But the best clients and the people that I've noticed are the ones who actually want to pay you, are the people who are reaching out to you. They already have this problem in their mind and they're reaching out to you for you to help them. So instead of trying to ask the question, how can I find more clients? How can I find more clients? Ask yourself, how can you be more findable for clients? So that's where the posting the content comes from. That's where asking people what they want. Because then once you become more findable clients, when you ask someone what they want, their issues, then maybe it's 1 out of like 20 people, or 1 out of 16, like it was for me, who actually need your service and are willing to pay for it. So another thing is you kind of have to tap into your existing network. That's kind of what I did. I'm from Boston. So instead of trying to reach out to someone in California with the email marketing campaign, what I do is I just walk into businesses. I generally just go into a business in Boston who I think might be a good fit for an interview, who seems kind of cool, or who might be a good fit for a client, and I just go up and talk to them. And a lot of times they'll be down to do it because when you're a kid and when you're in college, you have leverage in the sense of people want to help out students and people want to help out young people. So that's another aspect you should make sure you tap into. The final reason I think I was able to sign a 1K client is because I've done every single bit of low-key, I have done every single bit of digital marketing, but I've worked my way up essentially. So I went from doing free services, which is like kind of the video interview stuff. I went from doing a $200 service for this hair salon, exact same service, literally exact same service. I gave the hair salon more, but she didn't have as much money to spend, so we weren't able to do it for $1,000. But yeah, I've literally worked my way up from every single bit, and so it just makes sense that the 1K client would come into fruition. And then hopefully next we have a 5K client, and then a 10K client, then 15K. So like I bring this up because I remember when I was interviewing one of this business owner, I asked him, and he's making like 100K a month, I think. And I asked him, when you got your first 100K deal, how did it feel? And I was expecting him to say like, dude, this was surreal. This is crazy. I remember I bought myself a Lambo, all this shit. But what he said is it felt normal. And it's because he worked his way up every single bit. He's went from a $1,000 deal to $10,000 deal to $50,000 to $100,000. So it's not that crazy because you have to work your way up. And that's what I'm gonna try to do now. And that's why I think it's good to act now, because when you act quickly, then you have more time then you can work your way up in a quicker amount of time. Because I think that does need to happen. You can't go from just working like a normal minimum wage job to signing like a 10K client. Like I feel like how would you even know the issues that someone can pay $10,000 and how can they trust you? So you have to work your way up every single bit, and it's kind of annoying, but you just gotta do it. And if you want it bad enough, I think you will do it. I'm talking like I'm some motivational speaker, guys. I just signed this 1K client, and I want to share how I was able to do it, because I know how it feels to just fucking be grinding and not seeing any results. And this is like my first bit of like it's only $1,000, but it's my first bit of like like, oh my God, this might be something. So, all right, well, hopefully this wasn't just waffle. Yeah.